Hello, everybody, and welcome again, and as always, to another installment of the Hookup on Music looks a little bit deeper into an album. And I thought, well, today, what a great day to, well, celebrate the very first album of a great band, and that band being System of a Down. If you have not listened to System of a Down, you should give them a chance, give them a shout, especially if you like things that are definitely passionate, loud, heavy. You could put this in lots and lots of different categories, which I don't like to do because I think music should just be, well, taken in as well as you will and listen to it and not prejudged before. But really quick before we dig into the album in which we are here for, the band has, well, it was formed in Glendale, California in 1994. Since 1997, though, the band has consisted of Serge Tankian on lead vocals, Darren Malakian on guitar and vocals, Shavo, Odagian on bass, and John Doliaman on drums. If I happen to mispronounce any of those, I apologize. But great band, great players. Everyone in the band plays their instruments really, really awesome. Um, but today we are here to talk about a very specific album by them, and that is their debut album. You know, we like to talk about albums that are important and very important to us, and this one, for myself included, is very important because I can specifically remember when this was released on, well, this day, June 30th in 1998, 25 years ago. Okay, this album, when it came out, it definitely was something that, well, it hit. It hit in many, many different ways. It was a different experience, and that's, as we always state, that's what you want. Right out of the gate hearing that guitar like that, I had never, ever, ever heard, pretty much anything quite like that, okay? But, that's what I think what made it special to me, um and I think that's this, um, I believe, that brought me to them was that sound, um, by the band, and their sound has always been something in multiple of their albums is that, it really, really, really stretches and goes a long way, especially in the heavy department. They can slow it down too, but, I've always been a really, really huge fan. So let's dig deep into this album, okay? The album kicks off, okay, with Sweet Pea, okay? That was what that guitar you just heard was from. It was from, Sweet Pea, um, but again, debut album. Okay, we're here at their debut album. 1998 is when this was released. So before we dig a little bit more into Sweet Pea, I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a background. Okay, this is their first album. Okay, on American slash Columbia Records, produced by the Rick Rubin. Like, who's Rick Rubin? Rick Rubin has produced Danzig, Metallica, Slayer, Chili Peppers, Aerosmith, Metallica, Johnny Cash, The Strokes, Weezer. I mean, his his eclectic background is huge, and he's a big, huge, well, producer. So he came in and he really, really brought it, I think, on this release for the band. Definitely, songs, 13 songs. Okay, starts with Sweet Pea, but it keeps going. I mean, Sweet Pea is definitely a song that I think for myself was really what was, well, these guys are different.
Everyone cried, everyone cried, everyone cried.
So, his vocals blew me away the very first time I heard them. Um, thought it was different from a lot of the other heavy stuff that was around at the time or other things, and that's a lot of music. That's kind of what brings me in is that eclectic vocal, that different sound, especially in the heavy music. I definitely was drawn to this, and the album just keeps getting better. I mean, No is an awesome track. The enunciations on a lot of his vocals, it's cool is trying to read along with the lyric book that that came along with it, which a lot of me and my friends, what we would do is put the CD on, we would drive around and we would listen to all of the tracks, okay? We would listen to all 13 tracks and sing along with the songs. I don't remember too many other albums that we did that to. The song album was very, very I don't want to say sing alongable because a lot of the lyrics are they bring me to Rage Against the Machine. You know, it was the first album since Rage came about that I think kind of introduced that same kind of topical landscape. You know, one that you want to know more about, learn what they're singing about. I mean, a band that definitely have are Armenian, okay, and they sing a lot about the Armenian genocide. They sing about the criticisms and denouncing of the Turkish government, in which they've had a lot of their families have had to endure a lot of that. The songs follow a lot of being anti-war, but also topics of religion, brainwashing. Debut song, that first song, "Sweet Pea," is a criticism of the church and religious extremism. A lot of different, like I said, vibes going on this album. Um, really, really good. Three, Sugar, Sugar, do 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 do. That's my version of Sugar. Anytime anyone wants sugar, I always go Sugar. Great song, great track. Again, I think this falls into if you're in a mindset of wanting to expand from that usual just straight, you know, same old heaviness. This is definitely different. Four is really good suggestions. Um, More heaviness, more drums, loud drums on the album, great drums. That's what you want in this production. The guitars by Darren are awesome. Tuned great, played great. Fifth song, Spiders. Um, what more can be said? Great track. I like the slowness of songs and then brings to a heavy crescendo and then slow. I'm a big fan of mixing up the tones, like I've always said. My name being Tony, switching up the tones is pretty much what it is all about. Um, the Devil is really awesome, really good. Soil, great track. Track 8, War question mark is probably the one that I sticks with me the most. While researching to do this, I was able to bring back in my head a lot of well, the sing along to this song, a lot of good times, man. A lot of fun. Wow, we really sang that one loud, and it's been such a long time. This wasn't an album that had been a couple years since I had revisited, so just listening to it and realizing today is the 25th anniversary was pretty cool, pretty special. Peephole, another great track. Mind, which was number 9, was really good. Now we're on 10, which was Peephole. Like I said, 11 was Cubert. Great song that I love the title of this because I immediately get mental images of um, the video game darts, fast, really fast. I like darts. Pluck, politically lying, unholy, cowardly killers. Pretty much sums up the whole entire album. Deep, a deep experience, a deep band. Okay, a band that is awesome, a band that brings it, and a band that on this debut album I got to see 3 times. Very lucky, got to see them on the Ozfest '99 here. They were awesome. They played the main stage. Then I got to see them twice opening up for Fear Factory. Um, great bill with Fear Factory and themselves. Static X was also on the bill. Great live show. Again, this debut album was harking back to a different time because as the band starts to get a little bit more and a little, their next album, Toxicity, comes out 3 years later, which really gets them to another a stratosphere. This kind of harkens back to a little bit of a different time for the band. I really think that they're worth definitely checking out if you're into heavy music and all of that. But happy 25th anniversary to this awesome, awesome, awesome debut album. Um, Please, thank you so much for joining on this little look deeper onto the debut album from the great System of a Down. Please, please, please look out for the brand new episode, which will also be dropping today at some point. We are on the last day of the month. Please, everybody, please have a really, really, really good weekend. Check out all the awesome stuff that we've always are posting on the Sadistic Penguin Studios YouTube channel. Really, really awesome, really good time. But thank you so much. Watch out for the spiders, and always look deeper into a classic. And if you want us to look deeper into something else, don't be afraid to share that with us, because we like listening and reading about many different things. I spend lots of time doing that. So everybody, take care.